Hey, Mike with Rove Pest Control here. And are you worried that you might have carpenter ants in your home? Well, today's video I'm going to go through the top 3 warning signs that you might have carpenter ant issues, so stay tuned. Now, carpenter ants, they can do a lot of damage, and as summer approaches and the heat starts to rise, it can be a prime time for carpenter ant issues in your home. So again, we're going to cover some different warning signs, the top 3 warning signs that you might have carpenter ants in your home. So, contrary to popular belief, carpenter ants do not eat wood, but they do burrow through it to build basically their nests and places for shelter for themselves, so they like to get into your home that way. So the first warning sign that you're going to have carpenter ants is basically going to be wood damage around your home. So again, they don't necessarily eat wood, for example, but they do tunnel through it. So some structures that can be target points for carpenter ants can be things like your deck, the interior walls of your home, wood furniture, wood furnishings, different things like that. And so again, these pests can do a lot of damage. They're going to weaken that wood, so that could potentially be very dangerous, especially if they're targeting things like staircases or decks that a lot of people are standing on. Potentially could get hurt if those things become weakened or again break and fall apart. So how do you detect these pests? Well, one warning sign is going to be weak or flaky wood that can kind of crumble off in your hands. You're going to see potentially little sawdust piles of kind of where the pests have entry points to those areas. And again, some tips that you can use to reduce this activity, or at least prevent carpenter ants, are going to be things like eliminating their food, water, and shelter sources. So again, you're probably not going to tear down your house or take out your deck, so that might not necessarily be an option to get rid of these pests. But a lot of times what people will do is treat the wood around their home, or at least have a pest control service do a treatment around the wood as well, because it's a little bit harder for those pests, for those carpenter ants to get in. You cannot leave wooden furniture outside. Not again a lot you can do about steps or decks. But as you seal those, put a stain, put a coating over them, that can help a little bit to keep these pests out. Now, in your home, you're going to want to eliminate food sources for these pests. So again, carpenter ants, they're not eating the wood, they're just tunneling and burrowing through it for their nests, for their dens, for shelter. But what they do eat are typical things like ants usually eat. So that's going to be sugary substances, food that's left out. They'll go for protein sources. So that could be meat, pet food, dog food, different things like that. So again, properly sealing food containers in your home, not leaving pet food dishes full of pet food all day long, only putting that out when you're actually feeding your pets, not leaving meat sitting out. So again, kind of the typical things, eliminating water sources, because pests all need food, water, and shelter. So again, if you can eliminate leaky faucets, or again, leaving standing water out all the time, different things like that you typically do, focusing on cleanliness, all those things can help reduce carpenter ant issues as well as other pest issues. But focusing on those are some starting points you can do. Now, another warning sign of carpenter ants that they might be in your home is going to be seeing like a lot of deadfall, or basically dead trees, dead tree branches around your yard. So again, carpenter ants are going to be burrowing through wood, through trees, through plants, and so you might see fallen branches on the ground all over the place. You might see trees that are kind of falling down or sagging or in kind of weird directions, leaning when they shouldn't be leaning, falling over, dying too soon. So these are clear indications that you might have a carpenter ant issue around your home. So if you're starting to see these kinds of things, it could be a big warning sign that they might be in your home or trying to get into your home soon. So you're going to want to get a pest control treatment for these carpenter ants if you're seeing that. Now, the third one is, I guess, a little bit more obvious, but if you're seeing carpenter ants, for sure it's a good sign that you might have carpenter ants in your home. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're seeing them in your home. Certainly, if you are, that's a clear warning sign that they could be in your home. But if you're seeing them out and about around your home, or also hearing them, because typically as they're burrowing throughout the wood in your home, through furniture, on your deck, around your home, you can kind of hear them digging and clawing and scratching and biting and going through that wood. So if you're either seeing them or hearing them around your home, it's another good indication that you might have carpenter ants in your home. Or if they're around the outside of your home, they're probably going to try and get into your home soon. And also, just because you're seeing them doesn't necessarily mean that you have an infestation in your home, because they'll send out scouts for a long way to search for food sources, to search for water sources, new shelter, new places to build. So if you're seeing them, for sure kill them right away. But then also, like I said, we recommend reaching out to a pest control service if you're seeing any of these warning signs. So again, that could be weak wood, brittle wood around your home, little sawdust piles around entry points of where these ants are getting in. Seeing the deadfall around your home, so dead trees, tree branches laying around. And then obviously if you are actively seeing carpenter ants either in or around your home, those are the top 3 warning signs that you might have carpenter ant issues in your home. And then, like I said, we recommend reaching out to a pest control service to have your home treated to eliminate any potential threats from carpenter ants. So again, hopefully you got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share, and be sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest pest control tips and tricks to keep your home pests free. And if you did want to set up a service, be it general pest control or specific issues like carpenter ants, head on over to rovepestcontrol.com. And then also, as a first-time customer, you can head to rovepestcontrol.com/50 off and fill out that form there and get $50 off your first service with us. So as a brand new customer, again, to get that great discount, head to rovepestcontrol.com/50 off and then get that great discount on your first time service with us. But again, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.